Hello guys and welcome back to Shrimp Buckets. Join me as I am rebuilding and upgrading my RO unit. So this is the packaging which came the filters with some 90 degrees fittings and a Teflon tape, and it's showing the flow. So this is here my old RO unit. I used it a little bit over a year. I think it could hold out for a paar months longer, but I decided to change it out. The TDS had started to creep up a little bit. That means that one of these filters is out on its end, so it's better to change it than risk our shrimp's lives. As you can see here, it's very easy to take it apart. It's everything with the press fittings. Only this middle one needs a tool, and this tool is always included with your RO unit. The rest of the filter is pretty much toolless. As you can see, it is not possible to drain it totally as long as the filter is in it. And when I take the filter out, it's there was a little bit pressed water in it, but it's not a big problem, just be aware. And now we can start putting together our filters back together. So this whole setup is from Geek Pure. It's not a sponsored video, it's only the filter of my choice. I'm starting to putting it together here. It's relatively easy. You just have to follow the instruction on these filters. There are flow direction everywhere. I'm taking the straight press fittings from my old one because I need it. It fits better in my case. Before I put back the fittings, I will coat it with Teflon foil at about 5 times around. I measured it. I think it's totally perfect for this instance, and the fittings is enough to make it to fasten it with your hands, and to the end you can do a little bit more with some tool. Just don't over tight it because it's all PVC plastic, so you can destroy it very easily. I'm using the tool only to angle it and nothing more, so not too tight, but tight enough. So until now I'm putting it back together exactly as it was before, and here comes the new interesting part what I'm doing. So after measuring and testing it and everything, I think I should have get more water from my RO unit, and I was not sure why the TDS started to climb, and I decided to do a little bit of a research, and then I find out that my unit doesn't have a flush valve, and that's why I decided to make it one of my own. Why do you need to flush out your RO unit? It's because of the over time accumulating waste particles and everything in this middle filter housing. There's the biggest resistance to our flow, and air will start to accumulate. And after a time, even if your filters are doing a good job filtering your water, you will still have a little bit of the TDS because of the accumulating waste particles already in it, in your filter housing. So it's always better to flush it out time to time. It depends how much of the water are you making. For me, I think it will be enough at least once a month for a half an hour. Some people are doing much more water, preparing more RO water, and they have to do it at least for an hour, and some of them are doing 2 times in a month. So yeah, it depends how many water you are making, how many of your aquariums are there, and stuff like that. So these little T splitters and 90-degree splitters and valves, it's not comes with the kit. You have to buy it separately. I already bought in advance a few of these fittings and angles and everything. And yeah, I will just fasten them together, everything, just to hold it better together, that not flaps in every direction, and it's a little bit more compact. It's only, yeah, my preference. And it will work like something like that. The flow comes here in, goes around into our second filter, and then go into the middle. And here it will go through our filter, and it will go through our flow control and out to the waste hose. The one thing which is now different is when we turn this valve on, because there is the flow control, and in the other line will be little of no resistance, and the whole flow will be redirected to the waste line. That means the water go through with a much bigger force and will flush our system. What I am doing here now to test it for leaks, I will put my race line and inline and everything to test it for leaks, and I will flush the whole unit before use. It's better to do before the first use. I will flush it for a half an hour, and there are no leaks anywhere, which is of course very good. So it's now in its place, as it should be, as it was, and it's working. I'm using it already for a few days. So what I do, the water comes here. I have here a second valve to open, and I have a pressure meter and a little bit of a filter, so I can here give my water, and then here I have another one. So I can see what the pressure is. In this case, it's almost always 3, and that's perfect for our RO unit. So the filter, from the filter it comes out about 5 or 6 TDS until here. Here I have a splitter, and from here goes out to this line, and from there I am making my water for my neocaridines. Okay, and this gadget here is the deonizator. It goes when it's shut off here, then the water with the 5 TDS goes here in, goes through it, goes up into my RO bucket. I have there a floating valve, and I have also a timer, so I know when to shut it off, but it will shut itself also off. Yeah, to be on the safe side. That little blue thing is a submergible pump. It pumps the water up there, and I can pump it in this. So as you can see, guys, rebuilding the RO unit filter, it's very easy, and it doesn't cost very much. It costs something, but it's not so tragic if you do it yourself. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.